What's going on, guys? It's Brandon back here again, and I apologize that I haven't uploaded in a few days. I actually planned to make this video a couple days ago on Monday, and today's Wednesday. However, for whatever reason, my Twitch just could not get started, and nothing was working. So, for whatever reason, I just didn't film. I didn't like play it out and then do it. Like I realized it wasn't working just by like looking at the viewer point of it. But here we are again now, and now we are finally going to get to the playoffs. I really want to do this back-to-back streams on back-to-back days. However, it wasn't working, so I had to just let it go. And here we are finally now, taking on the Edmonton Oilers, the number one seed in the West. And let's do this. So, here we are from last time. We squeaked into the playoffs at 39, 36, and 7. Horrendous record to get in the playoffs by. But you know what? It's fine. So, whatever. And, so let's get right into this. So, we got, before we start, let me just look at my lines real quick. The entire offseason will be on the next episode, like the draft and free agency and stuff. But yeah, this is the way it looks right now. It looks fine to me. Defense. Yeah, we should be good to go. And then goaltending, I think. AHL did excellent this season. So that hopefully will get them, if they can win a Calder Cup, that'd be pretty cool. But let's move on, and here we go. Game 1 against Edmonton, in Edmonton. See how it goes. See if we could steal some home ice advantage. Alright, first period. Leon Draisaitl scores on Elias Sorokin, but Pud Colson gets it going for us on Stuart Skinner. It's a little over a minute later that he ties it up. Second period. Kyler Yamamoto, Dylan Gunther exchange goals, and then Darnell Nurse scores on the power play, but Liam Kirk responds. Our depth is responding, our third, fourth, and second liners. And going into the third period, it's tied, so we're going to, no scoring, so we are going to jump into this game. If you're wondering why that showed up, because I have to use two controllers for me to even talk. So, yeah, we'll do like that, computer versus computer. Just like that. Only settings I have to change is I need to change the view, the visual settings. True broadcast. Here we go. I'll go with true broadcast. No, we'll go with broadcast. Broadcast does look a little bit better than true broadcast. All right. Start game. So hopefully, Jonathan Toews was a clutch player for. We actually have better defense and goaltending than them. Goaltending by a mile. Defense 2 points better, but their offense with Draisaitl, McDavid, both 96 overall, Nugent Hopkins at 88. They have some pretty dynamic forwards. But yeah, let's see if we could steal a win here. That'd be fantastic. Toews came up clutch for us in last year's playoffs against the Blues. Even though we lost that series in 7 and we couldn't win at home, we never did win at home. We only won on the road. And let's just hope for better. And I will be trying to broadcast this officially. So we have Hayden and is that McDavid taking the draw or Draisaitl? That was, I don't know. But Nurse takes the puck. Nurse dumps it in. Klingberg takes it. Klingberg's got a bit of a stretch. Here we go. He's got a 2-on-1. He tries to do it. Nope. Draisaitl takes it over. Over to Puljujärvi. Puljujärvi over to Nugent Hopkins. He's got some room. Nugent Hopkins in. He shoots on Sorokin. It's saved. Big hit from Schmaltz. Schmaltz over to Chychrun. Chychrun to Keller. Keller takes it up the ice. Over to Schmaltz. Schmaltz is in. He shoots. A little bit blocked. Saved by Skinner. A bit of scramble out in front. Skinner pokes it away. Now Puljujärvi takes it back up the ice. Over to Draisaitl. Over to Nugent Hopkins. He shoots. Saved by Sorokin. Now Chychrun over to Klingberg. Hopefully our 90 overall goaltender can steal us a game here in game 1. Now we got Keller. Keller's in. Tries to make a move. Doesn't work. Now Nugent Hopkins over to Draisaitl and over to Yamamoto as Edmonton changes lines. In he comes Nurse. Gets hit. Klingberg takes the puck back. Gives it over to Keller. And then to Schmaltz. And now it's an offside, so the first line for Arizona will probably change lines. Alright, here comes the draw. Right loses the draw. Sandheim goes to Sandheim. We pursued him in the offseason. He did not come to us, unfortunately. But that is alright. Now Klingberg tries to keep it in the zone. Doesn't do it. Over to Chychrun. Over to Wright, who's got a bunch of space. Gets hit, but Chikrin takes it. Over to Gunther. And Bouchard, nope, back to Hyman. Over to McDavid. And Zach Hyman scores, and I just realized you have a viewer. Welcome to the... You're my first ever viewer. Welcome to the channel. And, yeah, FDC F30, I just saw your comments. I wasn't looking at the comments. I didn't have that open. But, well, hi, what does X Factor, does McDavid have? That's a fantastic question. I like to say all of them. Who did end up getting the winner? I believe that's Hyman. Hyman did end up getting the winner there. So, all right. We lose game 1. They have Shattenkirk. Jeez. Well, we lose game 1 in overtime, but we did put in a good effort. Yeah, not too much of a chance. It was a 3-on-2, I believe. They did outshoot us 32-24. Now we gotta go back at him at game 2. Tays with 2 assists. Tays is a playoff performer. He's for us. He's just been great. All right, now moving into game 2 and a back to Benton. Let's hopefully have a better time around. No scoring period. Nick Schmaltz gave us a 1-0 lead going into the 3rd period. Nothing shutout. Connor Timmins and Dylan Gunther on the power play as we shut out the Edmonton Oilers' high-flying offense. And we take game 2 and gain home ice advantage. Good win. Gunther with 2 goals in the series, proven to be a useful asset. Now, game 3 in Arizona. Let's do something we could not do in that last time, and that is win at home. First period. Kevin Shattenkirk gets on the board in the first minute for Arizona, but in 3 minutes later, Schmaltz responds. Not even 3 minutes. 2 minutes later, Schmaltz responds. Not even 2 minutes. And then about 35 seconds later, Chikrin responds to make it 2-1. 5-2, Wright scores to make it 3-1, but then McDavid makes it 3-2, followed by Kolichonik, who restores a 2-goal lead for Arizona to make it 4-2, and then Wright gets a second of the game to make it 5-2. Third period, 9-2. Kolichonik scores again, Jenik scores, Hayden scores, and Gunther scores, and as they pull Skinner for Bernier. 9-2 victory against Edmonton. Wow. Talk about a demolishment. Well, we definitely gained home ice advantage. If we could come out and get another one like that, that'd be excellent. First period, no scoring. Second period, Lavori. He was a draft pick this year, wasn't he? I don't remember, but Nugent Hopkins makes it 2-0 in the second. Third period, Palat gets one with 20 seconds to go, but it's not enough as Edmonton wins this one 2-1. And the series is tied going back to Edmonton, who has now regained home ice advantage by winning 1 in Arizona. Gunther, however, fantastic series out of him. 6 points in 4 games, including 3 goals. All right. Chicago looks like they might upset the number 1 in the Central Colorado Avalanche, so we can do this. First period, Kevin Shattenkirk again scores to make it 1-0 period. Jesse Puljujärvi scores to make it 2-1, but Nicholas Waugh scores to make it 2-1. Now, third period, can we tie the game, please? Or at least get a tie it, if not, win it? We do tie it. It's Pud Colson again to make it 2-2. And we are being outshot 40-29, but we are going for the second time in this series to overtime. Now, computer setup. I've never seen an overtime in our home jerseys. There were 2 in the St. Louis series where we won on the road, and then we won both overtime games that series. And now, even though we lost this one, we're going for the 4th time on the road. Hopefully squeak out a win here. If we can win, if we can have a 3-2 lead going back, we'll be in the same position last year. If we can have an underdog story, that'd be fantastic. Now Hayden and is that Draisaitl on the draw. Now over to Nurse. Nugent Hopkins to Draisaitl. Draisaitl gets intercepted by Keller. Now Keller poke checks by Draisaitl. Over to Nugent Hopkins. Back to Nurse. Nurse takes it in. Shoots on Sorokin. Saved by him. Up high. Now Keller takes it over to Chychrun. Chychrun over to Hayden. He's in a bit of a pickle. He gets it over to Schmaltz. Schmaltz is in. He's getting closer. Nurse is able to poke check it away over to Draisaitl. Draisaitl comes up the ice. Does a little move. Over a pass. Oh, intercepted by Schmaltz. Gets it over to Hayden. Hayden, intercepted by Puljujärvi. Over to Nugent Hopkins. Hit by Chychrun hard. Keeps control of the puck. Then Hayden hits whoever that was. Then Puljujärvi takes the puck. And Draisaitl scores on a one-timer. And Edmonton has a 3-2 series lead going back to Arizona. And why does McDavid have a full-grown beard? That's weird. That's scary. I don't like it. Oh, well. Sip of water real quick. Talking that fast sometimes can make you really thirsty. Edmonton takes the series lead. I'd prefer not to go home early for the second year in a row, but even though a lot less is expected of us this year. Now we lose 2 overtime games in the series. All right. So now we have another game in Arizona on a back-to-back. To keep our season alive, we need to win this. Hopefully our boys can pull out another like 9-2 performance if that'd be possible. But here we go, first period. 1-1. Dylan Gambrell scores short-handed, but then Liam Kirk responds to make it 1-1. No scoring in the second. This could be our season right here. It's tied 2-2. McDavid and Keller exchange goals. And for the third time this season and for the first time at home, we are going to overtime. Give me a break for this one game. If you mind letting us win this one at least. If I lose in Game 7 again, I might be sad, but it'll only be 2 years in a row. And not 5. At Toronto Maple Leafs. Alright. I'm going to get ready for this broadcast. Draisaitl and Hayden, for the third time at the overtime, meet each other at the dot. Draisaitl gets the draw back to Nurse. Nurse over to Draisaitl. Draisaitl's in. Tries to get a shot off. Can't do it. Now Chychrun takes it. Battle along the board with Puljujärvi. Nugent Hopkins poke checks. He takes it. Over to Puljujärvi. Over to Draisaitl. Saved by Sorokin, who holds it, and we'll have another face-off. Hayden, number 5th in hits in the playoffs so far. Alright, now we have the draw in the defensive zone. Draisaitl over to Barrie. Barrie over to Nurse. Over to Draisaitl. Draisaitl over to Puljujärvi. Can we get it out there? Nugent Hopkins takes it. Nurse over to Puljujärvi. Puljujärvi. Hayden takes it. Over to Keller, and they get it out. By Puljujärvi. Goes the other way. Takes it. He shoots. Saved by Sorokin. Now Draisaitl takes it in. Klingberg is able to take it from him. Over to him. Shoots. Skinner is able to squeeze it in between his pads. And we haven't changed lines, seriously? And Hayden's out there with Schmaltz and Keller on the offensive zone draw. McDavid wins the draw and gets it back. Now it's over to Nurse. Big hit by Hayden. Hayden got Hayden on a breakaway. Why'd he pass it back? What? He had a wide open net. Why'd he pass it back? Anyway, Keller over to Klingberg. Back over to Chychrun. Chychrun over to Schmaltz. Schmaltz tries to shoot. Can't get the shot off. Hyman gets poke checked. Schmaltz on Hyman. Gets it over to Barrie. Barrie over to McDavid. Keller tries to stop it. Now Hyman takes it into the defensive zone. Over to Yamamoto. He's in. He scores. And our season is over. Because Barrett Hayden is an idiot. As well as Sorokin couldn't make a save in overtime. And Arizona fails to get past the first round for the second year in a row. Three overtime games. We even outshot them. And our season has come to an end. Welp. Maybe we'll go through the draft, I guess. And save free agent. Nah, no, we won't. That's then the next video won't be long enough then. Anyway, we can still check in on the AHL playoffs. You're tied 2-2 with Stockton going into a deciding Game 5. And Juracek, 4 points in 4 games. That is exactly what I want to see. Let's look over here. Gunther had 6 points in 6 games. Now, maybe? Good win, 3-0 win over Stockton as Tucson moves on. Nate Smith with 5 points. As we face the Henderson Silver Knights in the second round of the AHL playoffs. Game 1. I'm not going to go into this. Lose 6-2. Win Game 2 in overtime 3-2. Lose Game 3 5-1. Lose Game 4 4-3. Yeah, this Henderson team 56-21-5 was incredible. Keep our season alive. We win 3-0 against Henderson in Henderson. Game 6. We win 7-2 as we force a Game 7. And we lose 4-2 as we go home. Nate Smith with 12 points in 12 games. Let's take a look at the points for both sets of players. McKelly, Gauthier with 5 goals, 5 assists. Amama, Juracek, McCartney, Deneen, McGregor, Holtz. Who didn't get anything? You're a 20-year-old left defenseman that's 58 overall. You're a fourth liner. You are 59 overall. I don't know. Anyway, look at the goaltending. 2 shutouts and a 6-6 record from Tendik. Prevetsov came once in relief. How about the majors? Sorokin 2-1-3 with a 1 shutout, 927 save percentage. Oh yeah, let's look at our guys. Gunther, Keller each had 6 points. Keller had a point a game. Hayden with 5 points. Schmaltz 4. Wright 4. Podkolzin 4. Palat 4. Jenik 3. Timmins 3. Tays 3. Kirk 2. Kalchonik 2. Waugh 2. Chikrin 2. Perron 2. Sandin and Soderstrom, which I'm not really complaining about. Klingberg only had 1. We didn't even play that bad. That 9-2 game pretty much used up all the offense we had. Alright, I guess let's simulate to the end of the season now and look at the awards. No, wait. There we go. Chicago and Edmonton in the conference finals. Chicago makes it all the way back. That's the 1992 conference final. Chicago won that 1-4. And now Philly and Toronto. Edmonton takes game 1. Chicago takes game 2. Other series is split as well. Edmonton wins game 3. Edmonton wins game 4. Philly's got a 3-1 series lead. And Edmonton and Philly both win in 5. Repeat of the 85 and 87 finals. Edmonton tries to go back-to-back. Philly takes game 1. And game 2. And game 3, Edmonton takes game 4. Game 5, your Stanley Cup champion Philadelphia Flyers. For the first time in 49 years, just like the Hawks did it back in 2010, they've won the cup. All right, let's simulate to the end of the season. New salary cap is 93 million. Never seen it get that high before. All right. Let's take a look. Awards. Philadelphia wins the Stanley Cup in the third year. Pittsburgh with the President's Trophy. Edmonton wins the Clarence. Philadelphia with the Prince of Wales. And let's look at the personal. Kadri wins the Art Ross. Did we not check the whole league stats? Kadri with the Hart. Barry with the Norris. Wow. Lady Bing goes to DeBrincat. Berdard with the Calder. Oh, he's with the in his first season with the Flyers, he wins the cup as a wow. Hart with the Conn Smythe, Vasilevsky with the Vezina, Jari with the Jennings, Larson with the Masterton, Jack Adams Award goes to the Blackhawks coach Brule, O'Reilly with the Selke again, Kadri with the Ted Lindsay Award, and Ovechkin with the Richard. Let's look at the minor league ones. Asplund with this one. He's still in the minors. James Neal won it the year before. Asplund wins this one. Moser. We traded him to the Comets. Back-to-back winner. Slater Cuckoo. Nico Dawes. Another Moser. It's Prime Providence, except they just won it, the Calder Cup. Roddy, that's not the Roddy we traded away. I think it is. Nico Dawes wins that. Providence, Laval, Henderson, Pacific. If we got anything. Springfield, Laval, Providence. Yeah, we don't have anything on here. Anyway, let's look at those point totals in the minors real quick, and then we'll go to the majors, because I didn't actually look at the entire league. Somehow I forgot about that. Asplund 78 points. Atu Rati. Jake Evans, he's still in the minors. Jack Quinn is still in the minors. David Kampf is in the minors. Matt Nieto. Isaac Rosen. Why do I recognize your name, but I don't know who you are? Gabriel Bork. Nathan Bastian. All right. Kadri and Marchand each had 100 points. And McKinnon had 97. Matthews, Draisaitl, McDavid, Branton and Meyer, Patrick Kane at age 36, 35. Who's the highest one with a minus? Here, Robert Thomas. Vander Kane. Well. All right. I guess we'll simulate to the retired players in the draft, and then we might call it there. Or maybe we'll view the. We'll look at a little bit of stuff. Columbus wins the lotteries. They jump from 5 to 1. Ottawa goes from 3 to 2. Buffalo from 1 to 3. And Seattle from 2 to 4. Montreal from 4 to 5. And after that, it's all smooth sailing. Let's look at retired players. Joe Thornton at age 44 finally retires. Jason Spezza with Henderson. Joe Pavelski with Dallas, Eric Stahl as a free agent, Zach Parise, Zdeno Chara, Ryan Kessler, James Neal. He never hit 1,000 games, really? Brian Little, Franz Nielsen, Michael Frolik, Nick Bonino. Bonino's that old? Bodker, Clutterbuck, Sekera, who retired this year in real life, Russell, Green, Helm, Richardson, who I retired this year, I believe, as well. Mark Stahl, Michael Rothel, Riley Nash, Trevor Lewis, Nate Thompson, Luke Glendening, Luke Shen, Colton Sevier, Thomas Hickey, Nick Holden, Rocco Gudis, Jordy Ben, Marcus Kruger, wow, that's a name, Devontae Smith-Pelly, Derek Grant, Nicholas Bergfors, one of the, say, bigger busts of my era. It was part of the Kovalchuk deal that sent him to the Devils, except Bergfors went to the Thrashers. Kevin Connaughton. And that's Carter Rowney. I don't know who Brian Flynn is. Forget he exists. Jordan Nolan, Scott Wilson, Greg Patterin, franchise mode legend at one point. Chris Terry, Brad Malone, Zach Del. I have his hockey card from like a decade ago. Luke Adam, another bust. Yeah, a lot of players that I recognize. That's interesting. How about goalies? Jonas Enroth, and the Hamburglar. Don't know who Svedberg is, but Jeff Glass. He played with the Hawks and Slock. Don't know who that is. He played 2 games. He's 37 years old. Now we have a third viewer. Hello. Just decided to look at this. Pavelski is now a coach. Scouts. Grant is now a scout. Clutterbugs, Chara, Spedza. What's up? Yeah, I see you subscribed to me a while back. The other two, or followed me, whichever I use on this. Do we have any retired coaches? No. No. All right. We don't have to worry about that. Continue simming. Yeah, both followers of mine showed up today. What a day. Yeah, now we're pretty much just looking through. Finished the season. Didn't really get too far in the playoffs, but we have a draft to look forward to, and as well as free agency, which we'll probably cover next time because I like doing that in the off season in its own video. Draft class we can look at. Who's the number 1 pick this year? Some made-up guy named Magnus. I'm not even going to pretend I know how to pronounce that. I'm going to pretend the S is silent and go with Joden. Then we have both of these guys with the S's and J's in the front and the O. And what are these names? Sasha Ab? I kind of want this guy just because of his name. Jesper Mahler, that's the most normal name here. Jan Saget. Ulf Ekholm. Hector Roberts, congratulations, the Americans got the most normal name. Who saw that coming? Now, where's the nearest Canadian? Predicted to go at number 18. Pierre Petit. Well. And then another one doesn't go until second round at pick 35 with Donovan McAllister. Yeah, that's real life. Another Mironov, I swear I've seen 8 of you in. Alright. 2 gems here. Anything later on? Scroll down a little bit, I guess. There's one, another one, another one. Of course, there's gonna be a bunch of busts down here because that's just common sense. I mean, we're in the 4th, 5th round at this point. Yeah, I'm not scrolling down anymore. We're already at like 200 basically. All right. And now we'll look at upcoming free agents to see who we have a potential to get this time. As long as they don't re-sign. Because if they re-sign, I'm going to be sad. We could look at our contracts first, actually. Taze wants an extension. He'll be 36. He's already dropped to 85. Taze, I love you. You've been a great part of my childhood. I'm sorry, I'm not going to be bringing you back this offseason. Um, Perron, yeah, you dropped from an 84 to an 82 over a season. You're 36 as well. You're dropping like flies like Tays. Yet you seem to be getting better every year in real life, so you won't be coming back. Hayden, what's your asking price? You didn't have a great year. Less, but do I? Are there going to be a first line centers out there that I can use? I don't know. Timmins jumped to an 82. Oh, that's right. I forgot they like jump up now. Wright's an 86 instead of an 84. Klingberg's up to an 87. That's good. He was at an 86 before. Keller's up to I think was Keller at an 86? Yeah, he was. Sandine was at an 85. Palat jumped up to an 85. I'm pretty sure he was at 80. Yeah, he was at 84 before. Um, Gunther, were you 84 before? I don't remember. Soderstrom's 84 now. Podkolzin's still 82 somehow. Timmins, how much do you want? Because that would impress me. You want that much for an 82 overall? I'll find some takers. Nate Smith, you're like my number one AHL player because Gauthier is coming up, and you're staying in the AHL because you stayed at 78. What do you want? Even less than you want now. How perfect. Yeah, I'll extend you. Why not? How about RFAs? Yeah, Kyrou. We picked up Kyrou's. He jumped up to an 87 by doing nothing for an entire season. How do you say that? He literally, we acquired him at the deadline. If you're just tuning in, we acquired him at the deadline last episode for us. We gave up Nedeljkovic. Wait, was it Nedeljkovic? It was like Nedeljkovic and a second round pick, and we got back a third with him, and we couldn't sign him because he's qualified right now, or he's tendered. You can see down there, and what the heck is this? He did nothing. Why'd he go up? I mean, I'm appreciative of it because I want to sign him. No goalie. Oh, do we have anything? Malcolm Subban, I don't want you back. I'm sorry. Wait. 81 overall. You're a starter. I'm sorely tempted to take that deal. We could always get a better backup goaltender at the deadline. Oh, let's look at the UFAs first. See, it looks like we'll be finding some opening roster spots. Pending free agents. Let me scroll down. Matthews. This is the Matthews year. Should we bring him home to Arizona? If you resign with Toronto, I might literally kill you. 53 goals this year. He is exactly what we need on our first line instead of Hayden. If we jump for him from an 83 to a 95 from on the first line, put him with Keller and Schmaltz, they better be getting like 100 assists. Pasternak at a right wing. Well, we're going to have Jordan Kyrou, so I might be able to move Schmaltz. Or I move Keller down because Kyrou can play left wing as well. And Keller's actually suited better for the second line. But then I'd have to work around Gunther and Wright and Palat all work well together. This is where the trouble comes in. You have too much. Dahlin's no way. Dahlin, he's an RFA, right? No way you're a UFA. 1 year remaining. Oh wait. Yeah, you're an RFA. You're still under 25, right? Making me check. Yeah, you're an RFA. Matthew Tkachuk is coming up as well. Dahlin's a 90. Hagel. Oh, we're already 3 years out from Hagel's contract. Jeez. Bergeron's dropped to 86 at 38. LeBank's an 87. Jeez. Devon Toews, Stamkos. Devon Toews, eh? If you want a 7-year deal, I'm not. Fits defensive pair 3. Okay, so he's got 3 bars, so that means he definitely does not. Stamkos at 34. Did that. Why do I have low bars on these guys? I have good scouts for them. Forward line 2, Scheifele, eh? You know, if Aho, forward line 3, because that makes sense. Pacioretty, you're 35, all penalty killing. Bavillier, ooh. No. I don't trust it unless it has full bars because of past experiences. Voracek. Why none of these guys have full bars? Zuccarello's an 85 at 36. Jeez. To Foley. Tom Wilson. Goalies. Let's take a look-see. Hellebuck. When is Sorokin up? Shesterkin. Ooh. I'd be sorely tempted to take him. If I could, the amount of money my goaltending would be costing me would be absurd, but Fleury's a fringe starter now. Husso. Didn't have a good go around with him in the first season I made the playoffs. Francois. You know, Malcolm Subban's looking more and more like a better pick right now. Casey DeSmith? Matt Murray's listed as a backup. Potential starter. Don't want to do anything. Frederick Anderson, 3 years out. Bobrovsky, that contract finally ends in 3 years from now. Jeez. Ottinger. Price is a fringe starter at this point. Yeah, he's fallen off. He's an 82. McDavid, 3 years out, is up. Draisaitl in 2 years. All right. So Matthews is my number one choice. if that's the what does that mean? UC. Under contract. All right. If I could pick up Matthews, I might be, as well be the winner of the offseason. Think of how much money. The good thing the cap's gone up to 93 million. I'm gonna need it. All right. So that's gonna be quit. Why are we a seller? Sometimes. All right. So let me look at Sorokin's overall real quick. You dropped to an 87 from a 90 over 1 year. Right, the year right before your extension kicks in. Oh my gosh. Sorokin, you better have the best season of your life next time, or I'm going to throw you in a incinerator. Well, Malcolm Subban, I welcome you back with open arms. Screw it, we'll pick up a better goalie at the deadline if we need it. 2-year extension, sure. If you want it, you want it. Go on ahead. These guys are not any, Thornton, 20 years old, 72 overall as a goaltender. I can move on from Tendek, make Provatsov the starter. Yeah, AHL starter, high potential, though. I don't know. Maybe move on from Tendek. How about the other forwards? Kyrou is currently sitting in the minors. Okay, so Gautier's coming up, so that's a spot taken. Kyrou is going to be playing. I'm trying to look at this. I'm looking on my sheet right now. So Timmins is gone. So get rid of him on the sheet. We're bringing Subban back, so let me write this down. Hayden is gone. Perron is gone. Taze is gone, so we basically need to replace that third line. Gauthier could step up into one of them. I would like to move Schmaltz down there, but fits so well on the first line. I have too many good players. I'm just going to put Gauthier in this position for now because he's a center. And then Juracek can replace him. That's who's gonna. He's 76 elite. It might be the year to bring Juracek up. I do believe it is. So we'll bring Juracek up this year. All right. I think I'm gonna call it there. I think that should be good for now. Well, to those of you who came out, the two of you, thank you for coming to visit one of my streams. It's been the first time that ever happened. So thank you to FDCF30 and Jet_branch. And yeah, maybe see you guys in the next one. When I do my next one is pretty random. If you haven't yet already, check out my YouTube channel. It's just Brandon Wolak on YouTube. It's got a Blackhawks logo on it. You couldn't miss it. But I want to thank you guys so much for watching. And I shall see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.